In the beginning, there were four: a cosmic storm, a malfunctioning shield, and one very questionable NASA safety protocol leader. And boom,
Elon Musk.
Marvel's first family was born. Not just heroes, icons. Mr. Fantastic, the brain. The Invisible Woman, the heart. The Human Torch, the fire. And the Thing, the fists. Rock hard fists. Together, they weren't just fighting villains, they were exploring dimensions, battling gods, and surviving Thanksgiving dinners with Ben and Johnny in the same room.
Yeah.
But today, their story becomes our story. This is OZ and the Freak Talk Geek, your weekly wormhole into everything that crackles with cosmic radiation. And today, we're diving headfirst into unstable molecules, negative zones, and sibling rivalries that can level skyscrapers. Is Reed Richards secretly kind of the worst? Can anyone outsnark Johnny Storm? Why does Ben Grimm still make us cry 60 years later? All that, plus some deep-cut trivia, and possibly an unhinged rant about how Doctor Doom is low-key the greatest Shakespearean villain of all time. So grab your flame-proof headphones, stretch your imagination, and get ready to clobber ignorance with knowledge. Because this is Fantastic Freakin' 4 Funday on OZ and Freak Talk Geek. Let's get fantastic. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining us on OZ and the Freak Talk Geek. I'm OZ.
And I'm the Freak. And he already said the title. Fantastic. Freakin' 4 Funday.
That's it. So
we should have filmed this tomorrow.
Right? But it would have been...
Because then it would have been like Fantastic Freaking 4 Funday Sunday.
Well, I mean, we could just post it on Sunday
and break the algorithm? Whatever.
Well, speaking of breaking algorithms, thank you so much for allowing me to do that introduction. So, enough of that shit. Let's get to the topic at hand. Fantastic Freaking 4 Funday.
Awesome transition.
Thank you. Okay, dude. I mean, we're 35 minutes in.
I'm sorry. I had to.
It's okay. Like, I get it. But we gotta talk about Fantastic Four, man, because Fantastic Four is coming out this Friday.
Yep, this coming up Friday, the 25th.
And Fantastic Four, first steps. There have been a lot of people are getting upset right now because like the latest clip that got released online, like part of a trailer, just gave away like a huge plot point.
Oh, did it?
And
see, that's why I don't watch fucking trailers.
Yes, I know. But, and I don't know why I'm pointing with a pickle.
I don't know why either. You had me there. I'm like, pickle? Did they release Pickle Rick? Is this the Pickle Rick and Morty crossover with Fantastic Four?
He's a squishy pickle. It's a squishy pickle. But I am going to point with this pickle now because I brought it up.
That should be your new gimmick.
Right?
We need a gimmick. That's it.
Pickle. It's from Mount Olive. My favorite. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Based on that clip, it looks like my theory for what's going to happen in the Fantastic Four is actually going to happen. I don't know if you recall what I theorized like a couple of months ago.
All right, so
when
what's
we
your
first
theory?
brought up. My theory is that Galactus is going to destroy Earth on this alternate Earth, and that Franklin is going to save his family by transporting them into the MCU.
Kind of like what he did in the comics.
Kind of like what he did in the comics.
Again, kind of, not the exact scenario, but yeah.
Right.
Franklin, by the way,
he's going to create... And while I was like falling on the Wikipedia rabbit hole about Doctor Doom last night, it's going to create a counter Earth. And I think the counter Earth is the MCU Earth that has been created by Franklin.
So everything we've seen so far, like in the MCU,
Mm-hmm.
is this Counter Earth?
I believe so. I believe so because Counter Earth had its own history, had its own heroes, had its own things. The Counter Earth theory came to me last night when I read about Counter Earth, but it is on the opposite side of the solar system, or the opposite side of the sun, rotating exactly with Earth. In Marvel's solar system of their universe, of the 616 universe, there are 2 Earths.
Yeah.
On opposite sides of the sun.
Yeah. I remember when they introduced that.
I think Franklin, as a baby, protects his family and creates the pocket universe Counter Earth, and they created what we know of as the MCU.
And so he created the new MCU, and
this I kind of hope I'm right, but I also kind of hope I'm wrong.
That just makes a whole timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly bullshit. Like, that doesn't make sense. So the events that we've seen in the previous movies, where do those take place?
Existed.
Where? No. When?
They existed. They existed. I think they are already
in the MCU.
As they have. Because yes. Because and if you look into Counter Earth, that was when it was created by Franklin, it has a history. It had its own timeline. It had its own thing. When he created it, it wasn't just new. Everything's new. There are people coming out of the slime. No, it had a history already.
Interesting.
So when he created it new and shiny, it had a history already.
Yeah.
And that goes about how powerful fucking Franklin Richards is. And the fact that they're introducing him to the MCU is scary as shit, dude.
Oh, it is. It is. And by the way, for those that don't know, Franklin Richards, obviously Reed Richards' son. And he does this as a child. Imagine when he's grown up. Scary. I'm still hoping for the creator.
We'll see. We'll
I'm
see,
still
man.
hoping.
Unless,
I don't know. Okay, so let's get it. Let's get into this.
Get into Ultimate.
Yeah. So and my whole theory was alternate timeline. Tony Stark and Doctor Doom swap places using the mental cap that Doctor Doom produces, which is why behind me I have a Galactus Doctor Doom head, because they use it again later on to put Doctor Doom's mind in the body of Galactus. Like that's a whole thing.
Right.
So that's the timeline I was hoping that they were going to go with, because that would be really cool.
Right.
Yours opens up so many more possibilities. Okay. So do we want to start at the beginning? We're just going to talk about the movies. We're not going to get into the comics and everything else.
Well, I do kind of want to, if it's you and me, I do want to get into the toys a little bit. I know you did too. But I thought we should start off what is your earliest memories of the Fantastic Four?
I think I knew more of Silver Surfer before, and Silver Surfer led into my discovery of the Fantastic Four.
Okay.
So this spurs off with the cartoons. There was the animated series, I think 2 animated series of the Fantastic Four, but there was also a cartoon series of the Silver Surfer.
Yes,
and I remember
a spin off of his own show.
Yeah, and so I remember seeing that. I remember bits and pieces. I don't remember much of it, but I thought he was cool, and I did have a lot of toys of Silver Surfer when I was a kid, because I love the surfboard and the shiny, chrome toy and everything.
Sure.
Which is what led me to actually buy that Nova toy. I was just like, oh my god, it's Nova. Anyways.
Right.
Fantastic Four is a group that I personally never got into. I never really cared for them. They did have some interactions with Spider-Man and as well as Silver Surfer, which is what kind of spurred off a little bit, but I never read the comics. I didn't really care for them too much. I would do my own deep dive and research and to learn about what's going on with them, just so that I can kind of stay current and up to date without having to actually read the comics.
Right, but you were an active comic book reader when you were younger.
Oh yeah, still am.
Okay.
I
was not. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I've got like 3 big ass boxes of comics.
God, I wish we can get that sponsorship. Okay, so I was not an active comic book reader, but that's awesome that you were then too. So you actually saw them in comics first, or did you see them in cartoons first?
Cartoons first.
Cartoons first.
Yeah. Well, okay. So Silver Surfer was cartoons first, and there was a couple of comics that I actually saw Fantastic Four in first, from Spider-Man. Only a couple. But again, it just wasn't enough for me to want to go read their comics. I did go to some comic shops and kind of scan through, and I'm like, this is boring. Okay, so we got a fire guy, which I mean, he's the opposite to Iceman, which I like Iceman better. We've got the Invisible Woman, and I'm just like, ooh, she turns invisible and does woo. We got the rubber guy, which, I was a fan of X Factor. We had Skin. So, and then there's the Thing, and I'm like, well, we've got Hulk.
Right.
And a bunch of other abominations and weird things. Yeah, it just did nothing for me.
Right. I mean, but these guys were technically first, weren't they? I mean...
Oh, by far, yeah.
Thing predates Hulk. Johnny predates Iceman.
But during the time in which I came around and was reading comics, I had access to these others, and I was like, okay, well, these guys are cooler than these guys.
Right. I mean, okay, well, I can tell you the first time I experienced them. Let's see. I actually have a photo to share with them. So back in 1990, there was a series of Marvel trading cards.
Yes.
And this is my first experience with the Fantastic Four.
I have that card.
Right? And so do I. I still do to this day. But this is how I learned about not only Fantastic Four, but the greater pantheon of Marvel characters. This is where I learned about Wolverine. This is where I learned about Spider-Man. So I actually had the whole Fantastic Four set that I just happened to get from opening up random packs. I've had this Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what year is that? Is that from the 1990?
1990.
Okay, so the one that I have right here, I have them, but the one that I have right next to me over here is the 1992 from Impel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, these were my childhood cards.
Those are cool. Those are cool. And they don't make cards because people see that white frame. People that is a pretty cool sandwich.
5-ton barbell and a sandwich. A hoagie. A hero, if you will. And so reading the back of these cards, all the information that they had on the back, I didn't get any pictures of the backs, which I'm upset about that I didn't do.
So a lot of the backs look like this.
Right.
And the backs of these cards, they tell you, like, this one is Subject Cyclops. They give you this real name, and then they give you like his height, his weight, his group affiliation, his statistics, and then a short synopsis of the actual character himself.
Right. And I mean, this was pre-internet, I wasn't old enough to. Well, I didn't go and buy comic books. I just bought these characters. I don't even know where or when or how I got interested in these Marvel cards, but they sold them at the gas station on the corner by my house, and I had to get them. So this was like my introduction to Doctor Doom, Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Thing, and this one too. I still have this one as well, the Silver Surfer.
I have that one, and that's like literally one of the best ones.
Right.
See, and that was kind of like you mentioned just now. So, X Factors, okay?
Right.
You know, we didn't have Google, we didn't have Wiki. And instead of going out and buying all the comic books, you know, I got a lot of information from characters and different team affiliations from these cards in the back of these cards. They're so informative. You know, it's just all the different stuff that they tell you about them. And I loved it, man. And that's why I got into card collecting.
Yeah.
Because it was just so informative.
Oh yeah. For a time there when I was younger, when I was little, I collected cards. It didn't matter. Like I collected X-Men cards. I collected. I had. What was the company Static Shock came from originally? It was a line of African American like creator owned creations.
Don't catch me lying to you, buddy. I don't know.
But I had those. I had like goofy, weird baseball cards that were like a mixture of like gross out. What was it? Gross out cards. You know which ones I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And then like when I got like puberty, like somebody like at high school brought like naked picture. What were they called? Bench warmers.
I remember bench warmers.
Yeah, bench warmer cards. Those were a hot commodity to be traded amongst the men.
Everything had cards when we were kids.
Yeah.
Terminator. Yeah. Wrestling. Comic books. Sports cards. All sorts of different sports. They didn't do too many cards with video games. But like everything had cards. The Toxic Avenger had cards. I mean, all individual movies and movie lines had cards. And then let's not deep dive right now too much into it. But there was also the Garbage Pail Kids.
That's the one, Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah, Garbage Pail Kids. But those were also stickers.
So that was my introduction in Fantastic Four, and then after that, it was the Fox animated TV show, which I can't remember the timeline. At a certain point in time, it came on after X-Men. But when I watched a few episodes, and I just really I wound up having other things to do. I didn't know if I needed to go outside play or just I just didn't stick around for it. It just didn't really catch my interest.
My memory of that cartoon was Ben Grimm.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Can you pause this?
Yeah, it's paused. And we're back. Technical difficulties.
Sorry about that, but the Herald glasses came by and needed to bomb a couple cigarettes.
That happens sometimes. Which one? Male or female?
Female.
Ooh.
Mm-mm.
No?
Mm-mm.
Scary for me.
Like, have a couple cigarettes and leave me alone.
All right.
I gotta remember to not leave my smokes outside.
Yeah. So we talked about our first introduction into it.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about, now we're going to just go briefly over the movies.
Sure. Yeah. So then we had, all right. When did you hear about the first Fantastic Four movie?
About a couple weeks ago.
Okay. All right. Since we're not familiar with
it. Or do you mean the first one that was released?
I meant the one that wasn't released. The Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie.
I have a picture for it.
Oh, bro, I have so many pictures for that, but I don't think I edited them.
Okay, so I just have pictures of full casts.
Yeah, so fine, that's great. Oh my god.
All practical effects. The movie was never released.
Yeah, right. And people there's actually a documentary on this, I believe, 1995, and it's called the Roger Corman Fantastic Four. Okay, so when we were prepping for this a while back, did you wind up watching this movie?
No. It's still on my list.
I started to watch it last night.
Yeah.
How
bad was it?
Bro. So bad.
My wife
I got maybe 15 minutes in. I couldn't. I don't know if it was because it was a bad recording, but I'm not even going to give it to that because I've watched some bad recordings.
Yeah.
Just to start, this is so fucking terrible.
And I guarantee you, so many people don't know this exists.
1994
it's on the internet.
Fantastic Four. It is on there. Alex Hyde White as Dr. Richards, or Dr. Reed Richards. Jay Underwood as Johnny Storm. Rebecca Staub as Susan Storm. And Michael Bailey Smith as Ben Grimm. Which Michael Bailey Smith you should be familiar with.
That's the guy from What is he from?
Let's see. He's been in Hills Have Eyes, The Bus Driver.
Okay.
On Bloodshot. Hills Have Eyes 2. Monster Man in Hell. He's a big horror like actor.
What's his name?
Michael Bailey Smith. Babylon 5, Renegade, Nightmare on Elm Street, a Super Freddy.
Nightmare on Elm Street, Super Freddy. That was the one where he was all jacked up, black and white. And he had like a black thunderbolt going down him. Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. Okay. And see, the only member of this cast that I'm familiar with is Jay Underwood, the guy who played Johnny, because I remember him in this. It was like this made for Disney TV movie called Not Quite Human, and he played like a android that was like raised as a human boy. Very Pinocchio.
If you want to learn a lot more about this, there's a documentary. It's called Doomed: The Untold Story of Roger Corman's Fantastic Four, a documentary.
Right.
Go check it out.
Go check it out. It's weird.
Don't forget about the fingernail Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom had nails. That was part of one of his power things. He had these nails that would come out of his hand.
I didn't even get that far.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the real first Fantastic Four movie.
Oh, okay. That movie.
Okay. Let's get into that one. Okay. That one came out, what was that? 2005. Young Grunfield as Mr. Fantastic. Michael Chiklis. He was like the big star to carry into this movie, and they immediately put him in a rubber suit. Chris Evans as Johnny Storm, and Jessica Alba, who she was a hot thing. So when like she was kind of like stunt casting, but it worked out. Like, how are you gonna have the hottest woman in Hollywood be invisible?
And she got naked a couple of times.
Yes. Right. I mean, let's pull the focus on me whenever we're talking about.
You wanted to do this.
When it made sense.
It made sense.
All right, but directed by Tim Story, writer Mark Frost. Okay, so
Ben Grimm was too tiny.
Ben Grimm made sense.
Ben Grimm was the shortest person there, almost.
But it okay. So I didn't watch the cartoon. Didn't read any of the comics. This movie worked for me. This movie absolutely worked for me. I watched it, I don't know how many times. Rented it on VHS. Loved it. Loved Johnny Storm. This became my headcanon. This was my Johnny Storm. This was my Ben Grimm. This is my Reed Richards. And my Dr. Doom. With Julian McMahon. May you rest in peace.
R.I.P.
To date, like the best Doctor Doom we've ever had live action.
Yes, I will say that. Yes, he looked the part. The suit,
The suit was amazing.
Originally, it wasn't a suit. Originally, his skin turned metal.
I just read the.
His skin turned metal.
Okay.
Dr. Doom had armor made for him.
Yes.
That made him fly and helped him with super strength and a bunch of other stuff. This one, the big issues I had in this, because by the time this movie came around, I was more familiar with the Fantastic Four and mostly Doctor Doom, because I have a love for Doctor Doom.
Sure,
he's an epic fucking magician, wizard, sorcerer with power shit. Like, he's awesome.
Right. He is like the uber villain of the Marvel universe.
He does become the uber villain.
Oh yeah, when he becomes Sorcerer Supreme, that's where we're living in right now. Is Emperor Doom in Marvel Comics right now? He is literally finally, when he got the Sorcerer Supreme title, became the ruler of the world.
I mean, the guy literally walked up to Thanos and just unalived him, ripped his freaking spinal cord and skull from his body, and was just like done. I have that figure too. So the flaws that I had with this movie was just the fact that, so Johnny Storm, awesome, did a good job. Right. They dumbed him down too much. That was my only downside. Chris Evans was a great Johnny Storm, but they made him they didn't make him seem like he was intellectual.
Yeah, they didn't give him his proper due or his intelligence.
He was a fuckboy.
Yeah.
Reed Richards was okay. Didn't care about Jessica Alba. That's just a preference. And Ben was too small. Doom looked the part, but they got it all wrong. But other than looks, he was awesome. Loved the actor. Nip Tuck, watched it, loved it, and that's why I loved it.
I need to go back and rewatch Nip Tuck.
Oh, he was such a fucking creep, which is why it worked in here.
I know, it worked. Like he was smarmy, and you could understand like where he was, like where he was almost as smart as Reed,
but still arrogant
as fuck about it. And I just absolutely believe that with him. Absolutely fantastic. And then we had Fantastic Four: Rise of Silver Surfer, which came out 2 years later, riding the high. And then we had our first on-screen introduction of the Silver Surfer.
Now, which I don't have a picture of. I hope you do.
I didn't edit it, so let me see if I have. Let me see what I have.
Real quick. You talk. I'll pull one up.
So this was directed by Tim Story again, writer Don Payne for the screenplay, Mark Frost and John Thurman, which I think they carried over from the first Fantastic Four movie. And this was the on-screen introduction of Silver Surfer, and everybody hoped against hope that we were going to get Galactus since we got Silver Surfer, and we did get a Galactus. We got a Galactus.
There's our Silver Surfer. Oh,
sorry. Sorry.
There's our Silver Surfer. God damn it, guy.
Sorry. So we got Doug Jones as the body actor, and Lawrence Fishburne as the voice.
Which, again, we talked about this last week. Threw me for a fucking loop. I did not know that was Lawrence Fishburne or Doug Jones.
Cowboy Carl was Silver Surfer.
Fucking Pee-wee. All right.
Notice I didn't call him Cowboy Carl during our Superman draft.
This was true.
I had to give him the gravitas of Perry White.
Yeah.
But fuck Silver Surfer.
All right. Now, do you have a picture of the galactic fart?
I do not.
Okay.
I did, but it's not edited. It's a bad screenshot. I'm sorry. I did not do my due diligence yet again on this episode. But yeah, so we didn't get Galactus the way that everybody wanted to have Galactus. We wanted to have this big, actual humanoid come down and threaten Earth. And what we wind up getting, as you called it, the galactic fart.
Yeah.
So we got a talking cloud.
There's Galactus.
Yeah. Yeah, disappointing.
Notice.
Damn it.
Oh, damn it. Nope. There you go. Notice the resemblance there?
Oh, I see it.
It's uncanny.
Ooh.
The resemblance is uncanny.
Yeah. They spent their budget on Silver Surfer.
Yeah, they really did. They made Galactus a giant freaking, as I call it, like I said, the space fart. He was a storm that was going through. And then at one point,
he was sentient though.
And at one point, they kind of showed like the outline of like the horns, like the head with the horns. Like, no, this movie was a complete flop and total bomb for me. I was so thrilled that we're going to get Galactus. So thrilled to see Silver Surfer. Didn't really care about the Fantastic Four, but I like the other people. Silver Surfer and Galactus. Love them.
Silver Surfer was amazing. And the CGI that they did to have actual Silver Surfer on the screen was amazing. It was amazing. They kept him reflective, and even when they dulled him, like
looked like Mercury.
What they did, it was like living Mercury, and the way he like would blend through the surfboard, fantastic. I don't think we could have gotten a better.
And then the movie ends. Spoiler alert: the movie ends with Silver Surfer going, "I'm gonna save you. Y'all are kind and happy people." And he goes upstairs. Up into space. He does like a solar beam or whatever from like freaking Dragon Ball Z or something, and eliminates himself and the space fart in one shot.
Yeah,
that's it.
Actually, he forgot that's how it ended.
Yeah, he went up into space and he's like, solar boom, and he killed Galactus and himself in one shot.
Yep.
Fuck right off. Get out of here with that bullshit. Galactus was a villain for like 20 minutes, and it was annihilated by Silver Surfer.
Yeah, because they didn't really give him any kind of gravitas. It was all like the way that they were, the way the dialogue went, the way the story went. It was all Silver Surfer is the bad guy.
Yeah,
but like nobody put like it wasn't put forth enough that he's a herald, that he's like there's this coming problem that's going to annihilate Earth. It didn't feel like Galactus was the issue. Silver Surfer was. Yeah.
It was it was dumb.
Yeah,
the whole movie was dumb.
It was. But we got great cameos from Stan Lee.
This is true.
When he's trying to get into Sue and Reed's wedding.
Yep.
It was good. Good Stan Lee. Okay. Then they decided to not make this a trilogy due to the flop of Rise of Silver Surfer. And in 2015, we've got the reboot Fantastic Four. Right. So
okay.
And we had Miles Teller as Reed Richards, Kate Mara as Sue Storm, Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Storm, and Jamie Bell as Ben Grimm, the Thing, and Toby Kebbell as Dr. Von Doom.
So the synopsis of this movie, it starts. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, please, go ahead. Don't let me. I don't want to.
This is a great first half of the movie. In fact, the first 45 minutes or so of this movie is amazing. I really loved where they were going with this.
Could not agree more.
It was fantastic. Fantastic Four. It was a fantastic build up. The movie should have ended there. Basically, the way the movie was going, it tells the story of them from youth, from kids growing up before they get their powers, their bond that brought them together, their love-hate relationship, Victor Creed's egotistical, arrogant jealousy of Reed Richards was building and feuding, and it was amazing. They did such a great job.
And I agree. I loved everything about the whole beginning of the movie except for Victor's stuff. But go ahead.
I mean, they did a better job than the first movie. The first movie did not really show much of a feud or a buildup. It's just like, oh, we need your space station. Oh, I don't like you. You've got the girl that I like.
Bro, that was a complete. Larry, that was more of a rivalry than what we got in this movie between these two.
This movie actually shows the jealousy.
Accidentally get left, dude.
But this shows the buildup of the jealousy, of not just the girl, but the jealousy of the intellect of Reed Richards surpassing him, and how he did this stuff in high school at a school science fair, and proved.
But Victor wasn't there in the high school.
No, he was.
With that whole thing.
But it was the arrogance and the jealousy that you could see. The movie, the first movie, I mostly got, he was just jealous that Reed Richards got the girl. That's really all I got from that. This movie actually shows the jealousy not only of the girl, but of his intellectual prides. Like, I like that about it. And he was an asshole.
Yeah.
So they got that part right.
Until they got drunk and decided to go to this other dimension or wherever.
And he gets left behind. Victor gets left behind on a planet for a year.
Or more.
And then, so it's a collaboration picture, by the way. So bear with me on this one.
No, you're fine. Buddy.
This is a picture of the stages of the evolution of Doctor Doom. We have the animated series on the left.
Right.
We have the Doctor Doom that we saw in the first two movies. And then this atrocity on the right.
I agree.
That we got in the reboot. Let's make his eyes glow green. And his suit fused to him while he was left on this other planet for a year.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern of Doctor Doom's.
Yeah.
Don't like the Doom stuff. I don't like the Doom stuff in this movie at all. But overall, this to me is a I keep wanting to say fantastic.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fucking Fantastic Four movie. And I get all the shit that happened, like all the drama that happened, all the re-edits and stuff that happened with Josh Trank, and that just kind of poo-pooed on a lot of the stuff. Some of his decisions weren't great. This Doom in particular, I don't know if this was his idea or Fox's idea to do with this Doom. But
it was horrible.
But for a modern retelling of the Fantastic Four, of them struggling once they get their powers, of the government co-opting them, and like keeping Ben like as like a weapon.
It was amazing.
All that stuff. It made it very realistic, not realistic, but it made it like, okay, if this actually happened in our world, this is probably what would happen. Like
it was a very good retelling of it.
Right. I love Michael B. Jordan. I thought he was a great Johnny Storm. Kate Mara, I would have liked to have seen more of her, like her eventual like love for Reed, which I don't think we get very much of that. And Miles was, I thought, I bought as a young Reed.
Yeah, he did a great job.
This guy can be a, if this had continued on, or if he happens to show up again in the MCU older, I'm down for this being a Reed.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too.
Like let's see how Homeboy does next, but
now
Miles was a great Reed. The thing was fantastic looking too.
Oh, he was awesome.
So cool looking.
He was awesome. Like, okay.
Yes, okay.
He was huge. He was, his voice, he had a weird voice too. The way that they did his voice for this character. And when he was formed, he was still in rock until he finally broke loose. He was depressed, but not incredibly emo. He was used as a weapon. He hated it, and he hated, Reed for abandoning him. But the whole time he abandoned him, he was doing nothing but trying to figure out a way to save him.
Right. And seeing Reed struggle with his powers, like how to like get his body to work the way that he wanted to work, and he had to wear that suit to help contain him. Like with what he could make spare parts from the junkyard. I loved it.
Yeah.
And this movie doesn't deserve the shit that it gets.
The reason the movie gets the shit that it gets is because literally about the last 20 minutes of the film.
Yeah.
And the last 20 minutes of the film is where Doom comes back from the planet and then tries to destroy Earth with the warp deal that they created. He looks idiotic. And the whole time he's back on the planet, they're fighting. His power is basically to throw rocks and surround people with rocks.
Yeah, he's telekinetic.
It was... If Doom was not in that movie,
yeah, this
movie would have been tits.
Dude, that could have been like Mole Man.
Yeah. I mean, okay, he's lost.
Yeah.
End the Doom part with that. Bring him in the next film and have something. The last 20 minutes or so of the movie completely ruined the entire movie for me. The first 40 minutes or so of this film was absolutely amazing, and I loved it.
Me too. I'm right there with you. So, and now we have Fantastic Four First Steps coming out this Friday. Let's see. Let me go to it. Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm. Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm. Eben Moss Backrack as Ben Grimm. What do you think? Yep. Got high hopes for this movie?
I do have high hopes, and I think that they're going to do something great. I love the fact that nobody knows exactly what's going on and how this builds up to Doomsday.
Or Secret War. Which is going to be first? Secret War or Doomsday?
Secret Wars. I think Secret War is before Doomsday. I'm not sure of the timeline.
All right.
I will say, because let's see here, we are getting a little short on time here. I wanted to bring up a couple of cameos or other deals. This one is a fun fact followed by a cameo.
Okay.
One of my all-time favorite rappers has modeled most of his career around Doom and Dr. Doom. And that is MF Doom. Is actually one of my favorite all-time rappers. MF stands for Metal Face when he's rapping, and when he's producing music, it stands for Metal Fingers. So you've got MF Doom, who literally has modeled his entire career. He actually raps with a iron mask, a metal mask that is in the shape of Dr. Doom. Like that's his whole gimmick.
I thought the MF stood for motherfucking Doom.
Yeah, no, it's Metal Face or Metal Fingers, depending on if he's producing or rapping. So that's just a little fun fact there that I wanted to throw in since we're talking about this. And then we have the cameo that I wanted to bring up of John Krasinski as Reed Richards. And I wanted more than anything to see more of this.
I think everybody did, dude. I think the geek community has been fan casting John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic for years.
Yeah.
And as a cameo in Multiverse of Madness, we finally got it. And we finally got Patrick Stewart as Professor X in the yellow hover chair.
In the yellow hover chair, which was amazing.
Super amazing.
Fucking amazing.
But could we have gotten a real
John Krasinski led Fantastic Four movie?
Would have been too much fan service?
No. I really do love Pedro Pascal. Great actor. Phenomenal guy.
Sure.
I would have rather seen John Krasinski as Reed Richards in the next movie.
I get it.
I want to see more of John Krasinski. And for those that don't know, you might be like, oh, Reed Richards was clean shaven. Bullshit. No, as the comics grew out, he actually had full on beard with kind of like the white stripe deal that he has, like going through it. He looks like him.
Well, I mean, he looks like the Illuminati when Fantastic Four, like in the comics, when they formed the Illuminati, he was a little bit older with the whole, what is it called? The what of Reeds, the Council of Reeds. that whole thing which we got from the Council of Kangs with all of Kang's stuff that's now gone. Speaking of Kang the Conqueror.
Oh, gosh. Okay, yeah.
And we're talking about Fantastic Four. This fits.
Yeah.
Do you know who Kang is?
What do you mean?
Do you know what his name is?
They said it in freaking Loki. Is that not his real name? Not He Who Is Left Behind or whatever?
Bro, that's Franklin Richards.
What?
Look it up. Kang is Franklin Richards, not the Franklin Richards that we know, but like a time traveling descendant of the Richards, and somehow or another of the Richards and the Von Dooms.
Kang the Conqueror's real name is Nathaniel Richards.
Nathaniel Richards. I'm sorry, Nathaniel Richards. Yeah.
He's a scholar from 31st century. He became fascinated with time travel. Blah 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 blah. Also belongs to the father of Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, leading to spectacular speculation about Kang's potential lineage. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
Yeah. See, that's those Wikipedia rabbit holes that we fall down.
Yeah. See, because if you're like me and you're not a huge fan of him, you think his name is Victor Timely.
Right.
Or Kang the Conqueror, or He Who Is Left Behind, or whatever.
He's part of the family, bud. But all in all, these movies are great. I really didn't discover the Josh Trank Fantastic Four movie until recently because we're doing this podcast. I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
All in all, I've never really been a huge Fantastic Four fan. I think my most love of the Fantastic Four is the action figures.
This is true.
Yeah. And they've put out some really good action figures when they did the first Fox movies. But when they had the Walgreens exclusive Marvel Legends, that's really where I hung my hat. And I really started to love those figures. Now I see where I'm at with those. Did I do it right? I did not. I don't have it. Anyway, good figures, fantastic action figures. I'm glad I have them. And here we go. Boom. Check these out. The Walgreens exclusive Marvel Legends. I had to pick those up, dude. I absolutely and I have those on my shelf right now. I was like, even though I got them not because I wanted to resell them, not because I was like, these are just fantastic action figures.
They really
so
are.
Glad I have them. The Super Scroll wave is fun. We got the updated bearded Reed.
That's the wave that I want.
Yeah, and they actually have a costume Johnny Storm, not just the flame on Johnny Storm.
Mm-hmm.
What I love about that wave, the scroll wave, is the add-ons that they have of Franklin and Valeria, and even the Spider-Man and Wolverine. Those costumes for the first family go with the Super Scroll wave. They messed up with the retro wave here, in my opinion. They got great with giving Reed the lab suit, but they janked up. Sue Storm's face.
Yeah, they did.
Big time. And then the variation for the other right there with the retro collection. Ben was great in his little shorty shorts.
Yeah.
But they really messed up Sue. But Johnny was fine too. So I just wanted to share those.
Real quick too. Since we're talking about them.
Yep, there they are.
This is one of them. The Spider-Man Fantastic Four. And this is when he wasn't actually part of the Fantastic Four, but he lost his outfit, and so he took one of theirs and a paper bag mask. That's also Spider-Man.
Yep. Turn around. There we go. I have that one too. I had to buy it when I saw that one come out on the card. I was like, he fits perfectly with my Fantastic Four.
Yep. Since we're talking about the Fantastic Four figures, I did have the two Spider-Men. I didn't get Wolverine because I don't really care about Wolverine.
See, I would get if I had the Super Scroll set, I would get those.
Okay,
and I still kind of want
set. It makes sense,
right? But I kind of want the Valeria and Franklin. Like, even though it's different costumes, I still want those figures. At least I want those represented. Then they have the Toy Biz Franklin when he was like a little kid, and in the Fantastic Four shirt. I might pick him up. I need to pick him up before that fucking movie comes out.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to get Galactus over here.
Yeah,
so
I get it.
But
so some of the toys,
short on time.
Some of the movies, it's okay. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining us on this little reminiscence of Fantastic Four and being in this discussion with us. We sure do appreciate it. Which one is your favorite Fantastic Four movie? Did you actually like the Roger Corman Fantastic Four movie? Is there any particular, for the big Fantastic Four fans of the comics, is there a place in the comics that we should read that would really like pick up and like give us a really good taste of what the Fantastic Four are in modern day and also in the Silver Age? I would like to like read some more and maybe gain a new appreciation for the actual comics Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm.
So please hit us up on all of our socials, OATFTG, Ozzy and the Freak Talk Geek, across all social media. Please like, subscribe, follow. We did get some comments on TikTok, and I did engage with you guys for talking with us. It was a little bit out of context, the TikTok, and so I had to set some shit straight, but it was fun. And I would love doing that, so I want to talk to you guys more. So hit us up all across all the social media. Freak, is there anything that you want to add?
Nope, that covers everything.
Okay, great. Well, then if I could end the show, and the only way that I know how, and that is with a quote. And it is from WWE superstar CM Punk. It's clobbering time.